So it's November 14th, well actually the 15th because it's 1 o'clock in the morning of 2016, and this could not be the most beautiful night I've ever experienced. So as some people might know, on November 14th, there was supposed to be a supermoon, which is supposed to be like, I think 14% closer to the Earth. Or is it 14% brighter? Who the fuck cares? Anyway, this is the supermoon. And it is fucking beautiful. This is my life moment. A moment I'm going to remember for a long time because Minnesota is not known for being so fucking clear all the fucking time. I mean, we have our clear days, but on, like, when there's some sort of solar or cosmic event, like a meteor shower, usually Minnesota just covers its skies right up, and I can't see a damn thing. But tonight, I can see everything, and it is just beautiful. This might be the thing I need to keep me alive, to keep me going. People have different life meanings or different ways to keep them going in the world, but looking up at the night sky, that's one of my moments. I have to admit, although I do like stargazing, I usually don't do it because people will judge me, people will say shit about me, but for once I'm trying my best not to care. I think there's people around here somewhere. I'm hearing something. But, oh, yeah, there's a car. But fuck it. I know my camera sucks at night. It takes excellent footage and pictures during the day, but at night it sucks bad. But I'm gonna record this moment because for once I am not hiding in my fucking apartment, letting my depression beat me. I'm fighting it, and I'm going outside to enjoy something that surrounds this earth, because life around this earth is beautiful. The stars, the moon, everything. Which is why someday I want to learn astrology. When I get my head together, assuming if that ever happens. Okay, yeah, there's people out, like, down the street. Is making me nervous now. But who the fuck cares? Why do I care about what people think of me all the time? Is it because it's usually fat comments, insults? I swear, I don't do nothing to nobody. I'm completely harmless, yet all I get is hate from people. Yeah, well, fuck it. That was the car that was, like, on for the past 5 minutes, making me a nervous wreck. When people look at me, period, I get nervous. I have social anxiety, and when people look at me, I'm wondering, what are they going to do? What are they going to say? My social anxiety is bad, and my depression is too. But for once, I can say I did something that I want. I wanted to witness something that's not going to happen until the year 2034. According to what I read online. And I'm telling you, although it's hard to notice here, the sky is completely clear. I can't tell you how rare that is. I swear, I think God seriously knew how important this was to me. Cause, and the moon is like so close and it's so bright. Oh, it's something that might help me. You know, stargazing helps me because it keeps my mind off of everything that is fucking negative. I don't focus on my stressors. I don't focus on my challenges. I focus on what could be out there and what could heaven be like. That's what I focus on. And I can see the stars, and that's very rare. And luckily, I didn't have to travel far. I just live right down the street. I just had to walk half a block and get a perfect view. Instead of people burning their own country's flags, just take a look at the sky and see what beauty is around them and admire it. This is what I needed. I don't get a chance to witness like lunar eclipse. Here's one memory I have. When I was in the 3rd grade, I used to live in Indianapolis, and there was a solar eclipse happening, and the sky was getting dark. And I remember all the kids were being forced to, we were out during recess, and we had to go back into the building, because, you know, children don't think, they're curious and they want to see what's going on, and they're going to look up at the sky and hurt their sight, so we were forced to go back inside. But that was like the only time I witnessed a solar, or like a cosmic event. I don't think well, except for when I was 11, I did have a telescope, and that was when, I believe it was called Halley's Comet. I believe that was the name of it. That was when Halley's Comet was passing the Earth, and it was like so big and bright each night. I think that was pretty much the last time I saw like an event like that. But now I can add this. Yeah, like I said, I know it sucks seeing it on this camera, but I want to use this as to say, if I can come out here, yeah, I mean, I'm not exactly challenging myself to the fullest, because not many people are out here right now, then I can, little by little, start working towards getting back out into the world. I can't live in isolation forever. I want to start living. Yes, true, I'm still having suicidal thoughts, but and although I do think sometimes dying is worth it, at the same time, I know that's my depression talking, and I'm pretty much done with it. I mean, I have the thoughts are still there, but the passion for it is just gone. The question is, what do I do now? I spent many years, almost my entire 20s, trying to hurt myself. And, you know, with depression that bad, and I wasn't getting help for it half the time, I didn't even realize that there was a medical condition called depression. I never had really any life ambitions. But and while I'm still struggling in the ambitious part, because really, I can't be ambitious and wanting to punish myself at the same time. I know I want to be a photographer. I want that to be my life passion, a photojournalist. I don't know how to get there. I don't know how to live. I don't know how to handle my adult responsibilities after years and years of putting myself through self-harming, self-hatred for being gay and for being black. I don't know how to live in a positive manner anyway. I don't. I would like to figure it out, but how? How the hell am I supposed to do that? I don't know how to live, but I can tell you, at least for tonight, I'm glad I am alive, so I can witness something beautiful. I know most people don't give a damn, but it's part of our universe. It's just, I don't know. I guess I appreciate it. Nature's beauty shining at its brightest tonight. I'm enjoying this time, but living is a long time. Not that long, but long enough. I mean, there's pressures to it. I'm going to have plans and errands every single day. I'm going to need to develop weekend plans, which I never do. Any future plans. Living is tough, I know, but even worse when you decide you want to live so you can experience more moments like this. I feel pressured, I feel paralyzed. The thought of wanting to live after over a decade of wanting to die is paralyzing me. I'm frozen, I don't know what to do, especially because of my history here. I don't know if I should stay in Minnesota a few more years or go to some place where I have no bad attachments whatsoever. Where, I mean, seeing something new, my heart tells me seeing something new will help me a lot. I actually went to San Francisco and Arizona since I lived here for a visit, and each time I was much happier. But then I came back here and I just didn't want to live anymore. I don't know. And I have to figure out something within the next 2 weeks because I got my lease, like I said in my last vlog, and I need to decide whether I'm going to sign up for another year, which I really shouldn't do because due to the bad conditions of my apartment, I really shouldn't be living in a place that's encouraging me to hurt myself again, because trust me, I'm starting to slip. Or I can send in a letter saying that I'm not interested in another year and my contract will end on January 31st, 2017. And I can be on my merry way, starting a new life. I don't know how to develop a life. Oh, trust me, the one thing I want to do is be responsible. I want to make a responsible choice, a positive one. Seriously, depression crippled me in such a way, I feel like I do not know how to be an adult. Seriously, I'm going to be brave enough and say that sometimes I feel like I do not know how to be an adult. Because I've been hiding in isolation. don't go out unless I have to. But I can't live like this. Not only is it not fulfilling, but it's damaging, mentally draining me. I can't do it. But the thought of being around people all the time, crowds and crowds of people, that scares me too. I mean, I'm going to have to eventually start working again. I don't want to be on SSI forever. I'm on it because of my disability, but I want to improve my disability. So someday I can make my own money. And I guess that's the difference. When I'm so fucking depressed, I'm willing to take my life. I don't want to do shit. But when I want to work through my issues and I feel like I'm in a more stable, in a more stable mood, I actually want to do shit with my life. Depression took so much away from me. I seriously don't know what to do. But I have tonight. I have a memory of a beautiful sky, completely clear, that is very rare in Minnesota. Trust me. In fact, it was cloudy today. This is not my first take on it. This is like my third take. I don't do scripts. I speak from the heart only, but when I say something that, sometimes I stutter when I'm nervous. I rarely do that, but that was mostly a child thing, or if I say a word wrong or something, I want to start over, but, so yeah, I don't do scripted shit. I speak for the heart only, and if I don't feel like my heart is saying it right, I'll just do it over, so I won't look like a complete idiot. But yeah, when I did my first take, it was definitely filled with clouds, and I decided to take a chance and not let it be 1 o'clock in the morning stop me from going outside. I stumped out. I told my social anxiety I'm going out anyway, whether you like it or not. And I did it. To see something amazing. And I hope this is a step forward towards fighting my social anxiety and depression so I can finally have a life. I just wish this camera could, like, not suck so bad at night. I mean, like, if this was daytime and this was like a solar eclipse or something, it will be so much better, but night shit just, yeah, it's just pretty bad. But anyway, I'm glad I had this night. I'm glad that I stepped out of my restrictive area, using the time to say, well, don't go outside, it's 1 o'clock at night. Yeah. Usually I don't go out, but I don't know. I'm just glad I went out anyway. I used to be quite submissive to people, believing I needed their approval to do something outside. Because I lived a life where all I wanted was to fit in, and I would sacrifice my voice, my opinions to try to make friends, which never works. So trust me, if there's one lesson I've learned by now, is that only be yourself. Because you're only coming out, not only will you never be good enough to pretty much anyone, but you come off looking foolish as well, so you might as well just be yourself. But I'm glad I came out here. And I'm glad God made the sky clear tonight, because this was super important to me. This, like I said, the supermoon isn't supposed to happen again until around 2034. And I have this sucky video um, as a visual memory of this night. So thank you, God, for once. I did not miss something I wanted to see in the sky.